Okay, so far I think I've got it. So, welcome to our class. Um, and yes, our beautiful yoga class. Welcome, everybody. So, find your chairs and we'll begin our practice today. Good day, good day, good day. All right, lots going on in the universe right now. And, I think many of us are feeling just this. It just feels intense. Yeah. So let's just start with shaking. Shake, shake, shake. And to remind ourselves, yes, I'm surrounded by this intense energy around me, people, things that are going on in the universe. And if you don't have any kind of a spiritual anchor practice of some sort, you're reeling because you're like, what is happening on this earth and what is going on? And what's gonna happen? Yeah. So shake that all off. Shake, shake, shake. Good. I have been noticing the last, I don't know, couple weeks, it's like, why am I feeling anxious? And it's like, I feel like I'm feeling the anxiousness of the collective energy. And so so then to dive in and double down on your practices is a good way to relieve that anxiousness. Yeah. And also that I just over the next like couple of weeks, I'm just going to share like simple breathing techniques that can help if you're feeling that anxiety, that anxiousness, right? That fear and or just not feeling grounded. Different breathing techniques that are so powerful. So we're gonna sit a little bit forward in your chair, spine nice and tall. Good. And shoulders relaxed back and down. Good. All right. And let's just close our eyes. That's the first thing. Just close, even just closing the eyes takes that central nervous system and starts to calm it down. The simple, closure of eyes. And even if you're watching programs, I've been experimenting, sometimes I'll watch a movie on just like regular TV. And there's all these commercials just being thrown at us, buy this, buy that, buy this. It's just hard. Yeah. And so just in between, if you're watching a beautiful program, on TV or on your computer or whatever, and commercials come on, because we're also inundated, even if we're watching something on YouTube or whatever, commercials, they're everywhere. Just close your eyes through it. Yeah. Just a little tip. All right. So we're going to take a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Good. And now we're going to take a breath in through the nose. And we're going to pause, take in a little more breath. And then through the mouth, just let the breath all the way out. And then breathe in through the nose, pause, take a little more breath, and breathe out through the mouth. Just like with a nice big sigh, as long as you can. All right, so at your own pace, breathe in through the nose, pause, notice the pause, take a little more breath in, and then let it go through the mouth. Notice what the body does. So do about 5 more breaths, nice and slow at that pace. Breathing in and then a little more. And breathing out. Excuse me. Maybe a little smile on your face. Yeah, the difference in this breath is taking that extra little sip of breath at the top. And just continue for one last breath like this. And then at the end of the next exhale breath, just relax your breath. Come back to your natural breath. Yeah, so that breath is a really nice way to calm down that central nervous system, that stress response, or fight flight response. Yes, we don't want to be flighting. We want to just spend a little time there to stay safe, but then we want to come into just relaxation. Good. And then when you're feeling ready and complete, you can gently crack your eyes open and a little bit more and a little bit more. Good. So practicing that breath it's advised for about 5 minutes. You can time yourself and see if that can transition again your mind, right? Because this mind is all over the place, and it's just thoughts. And these thoughts we stick onto, and then we start worrying about the future, and we start regretting the past and all that. So, this is just a nice little breath with it's basically what we do in many of our pranayamas, but it's adding that little extra sip of breath and then extending that exhale breath nice and long. Good. Nice. Feels good. Okay. So let's start with our next. So this is our fall prevention day. And so with just a little bit of talk about that. Again, when I say fall prevention, like all the yoga classes we do, even the breathing, even the meditation helps to keep us strong, prevent us from tripping and falling, and so many other things. But three major balance reactions that we rely on to stay balanced is number one, our eyesight. Yeah. So if we have our eyes closed, of course, we have a lot less balance, or we feel that we do. Yeah. So we're going to just do some nice work with our eyes. But first, let's take a breath in, exhale it out, and inhale. Drop your chin to your chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, lift the head back up. And inhale, drop the chin. And exhale, lift the head. And just come back to center. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, drop your head over to the right. So have the face forward, not rolling up. Yeah. And let your left arm just hang down. And you can just rock your left arm back and forth, make little figure eights here. Starting to stretch and open the neck. Yeah. Good. And then relax the arm. On an inhale breath, press into your feet and slowly reach your left arm up towards the sky. Good. And breathe. Just feel that nice opening in that left side. And exhale, bend the elbow, release that arm down. Press into your feet on an inhale breath to lift the head back up. Hands on lap. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Let the right arm just drop down. And again, you can make little just back and forth or little figure eights. Head forward. Good. And then pause with that right arm. Press into your feet on an inhale breath. Reach that right arm out and up. Breath in. Exhale, stretch up tall. Couple breaths here. Now into that right side body, that right lung. And exhale, just float that arm down. Good. Bring your hand onto the lap, press into your feet, slowly lift the head back up. Good. Relax your arms down and just do a couple circles, one direction. Good. And a couple circles in the other direction. Good. All right. And then let's just open our eyes and close our eyes and open and close and open. and close. And now blink your eyes really fast. Blink, 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 blink. Yeah. Good. And bringing our hands now to the back of our head. So however it's comfortable for you. You can either interlace your fingers behind you or just touch the pads of your fingers and your thumb alongside your neck. Yeah, whatever feels good on your body. Take a breath in, exhale it out. Now just moving the eyeballs. Glide your eyeballs over to the right and forward and over to the left and over to the right and over to the left. And now look up just with your eyeballs and look down. And look up and look down. Come forward. Do 2 circles in one direction just with your eyeballs. It's hard not to move your head, but try not to. That's why your hands are there. And then reverse, opposite direction. Yeah. And relax. Good. And then slowly bring your hands. You can bring your hands to your shoulders and just do a couple tiny, tiny little circles. We're just warming up these shoulders. Good. And then relax your arms down. Good. Shake it out. Bring your right hand to you can bring your left hand onto your thigh. Right hand onto your waist. And then in, slowly draw your right hand up towards your shoulder. Give yourself a little massage here. Good. And then release. Hand on left hip. This just sets our shoulder in a good space to slide the hand up and massage that trapezius on the right side, on your right side. Yeah. Good. Good. And release. Good. And the second thing that we rely on, the balance reaction the biggest one that we rely on is our inner ear. So our eyes and our inner ear. So let's take our hands to the top of our ears and then lift your ears up towards the sky. Yeah. Then take your hands to the side of your ears and pull your ears back. And then bring your fingers to your earlobes and pull your ears down. Good. And then grab the back of your ears, again, that cartilage, and see if you can make nice big circles with your whole ear. Yeah, just opening up that ear canal. Yeah, so if you have any problems being dizzy can happen with, a slew of prescriptions or being not hydrated, many different things. Yeah, and then release. So if you have getting your eyes checked regularly, making sure that if you have glasses, or that your eyesight is good, and then also if you're having any kind of dizzy issues, go get that checked as well, because that can really disrupt our balance. Yeah, good. All right, so let's again scoot a little bit more forward. Let's float our hands up and let's make our hands into a fist and open them wide, and a fist and open wide, fist, open wide, back to fist, and then circle just your hands, not your arms. So feel that stretch on the top of your hands, and then circle opposite direction. Good. And shake out the hands. Flop your fingers around like they're wet spaghetti noodles. Bringing your hands onto your lap and opening your hands. Not too much tension here, but a little bit of tension in the fingers. And now we're going to bring the pointer fingers of both hands up and try to touch the palm. Yeah, may not get there. And open. And then just the middle finger up and as far over to your palm as you can. And open. And ring finger. Oh yeah, that's a little more challenging. And pinky finger, most challenging. And then your thumbs. Yeah, good. Bring your thumbs into your palms. Cover your thumbs up. Good. And then just gently, this is also good for inner ear. It's a mudra for inner ear. You can squeeze your palms gently and draw your chin, glide your chin back. And close your eyes and take a few breaths here. So this is a mudra to help us. So we're just squeezing gently, not hard. And then gliding that chin back. And that helps us to open up those ear canals. Maybe a few ujjayi breaths here. And then slowly relax your fists, relax your hands, and gently flutter the eyes open. Yeah, good. All right, bringing legs out wide, finding a nice tall spine. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips forward. Ooh, just a little bit. I'm starting to open up our inner thighs, inner hips. And then press into the feet, come back up. And exhale, come forward again. Let's slowly come back up. And one more time, we're going to come forward. Good. And now gently rock over to the right and up and back and over to the other side and forward. Good. Just some nice circles with the trunk of our body. And next time we come forward, pause. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Inhaling as you go up, exhaling as you come down. Really mindful. You can even close your eyes. You're not moving your head. You're just moving the whole trunk of your body. So feel the shift from one hip bone to the other hip bone. Yeah. Good. And one more. And next time you come forward, pause, press down into your feet, slowly come back up. Good. So we're going to heel toe our right leg forward and take our left leg out a little bit more out to the side if that's comfortable. Bring your left hand onto your right thigh, relax your right arm down, turn your palm out. On an inhale breath, press into your feet as you float your arm up towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, stretch your fingers up a little higher. And another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Just to where it's comfortable on your body. Tuck your tummy in slightly. Yeah, good. You can even slightly look underneath that right arm. And breathe. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, just let that arm relax down. Good. Bring your hands onto your thighs, heel toe your left leg forward. And just gently step your right leg out to the side now. Good. Taking your hands onto the left thigh now. Relax the left arm, palm out. Press into your feet and float your arm up towards the sky. A nice breath in, exhale it out, stretch up tall. Arm just as high as it's comfortable, in line with your head, not forward. Yeah. Another breath in and exhale, reach up and lean over. And again, tucking the tummy in, that's going to stabilize your spine, your low back. You can slightly look underneath that left arm if you'd like. And breathe. And enjoy this beautiful long stretch. Okay, inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, slowly let the arm float down. Good. And bring both hands onto your lap. And heel toe now that right foot. Good. So feet now planted on the floor here. Nice tall spine. Feet about hip distance apart. Toes start out even. Good. We'll do our little calf stretch here. So you're going to slide your right foot. You can start with your right foot. Slide it as far back as you can with the heel still down. And once you get to that range of motion, you'll feel a stretch on this calf muscle. And just gently press that right heel into the floor. Good. And breathe. Good. And then on the next exhale breath, relax, slowly bring that foot back forward. And now we're going to bring the right heel forward. Good. So toe is up, knee a little bit bent. There's a little bend in this knee, little hamstring stretch here. Take a breath in Keep a nice tall spine. Keep your chin lifted slightly. And then exhale, press your chest forward as you come into a little hamstring stretch. Good. Once you've reached that range of motion that is just for you, then you can just let the eye gaze go down towards the floor and breathe. Couple Ujjayi breaths, one more. On an inhale breath, press into your left foot and your hands slightly. Slowly bring the body back up. Slide the right foot back next to the left. Good. Nice tall spine, toes even. Now slide the left foot back, as far back as is comfortable. Yeah. And gently press into that left heel and breathe. Notice if there was a difference on either side. I felt like this side for me needed more stretch. It was a little tighter. But this one still also needs it. Our calf muscles tend to tighten up. Yeah. Good. So it's nice to stretch all those tendons and muscles. And then slowly bring the toes again even with each other. And then extend that left leg now, just here on the heel of your foot, toes pointed up. Good. To start with, we're going to lift the heart, lift the chin slightly. And as you exhale, press your chest forward. So you're hinging forward at your hips. Yeah. And then come as far as is comfortable. And then eventually look down towards the floor and breathe. And then a Ujjayi breath here. Releasing tension. That's what Ujjayi breath helps us to do. And then pressing down into that standing right foot. Slowly bring your body back up. Slide both feet next to each other, back together. Good. Find your nice tall spine. Relax your arms down. Good. Press into your feet and slowly lift the arms up to a T. Relax your shoulders. Tendency here is the shoulders are trying to take the weight of the arms. See if you can relax your shoulders. Yeah, good. And then stretch your fingers to either side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Breathe. And now bringing your hands into cactus pose, bringing them above your head, interlacing your fingers and bringing your pointer fingers up towards the sky. So you can stay right here. If it's hard on your shoulders, you can even rest your hands onto your head, or you can slowly reach those fingers up towards the sky. This is Kali Mudra. Kali Mudra is one of the gods of the Vedic culture. Yeah. And it's the god of transformation. And the only way to embrace transformation for the positive is to first breathe out the negative, right? Nice big breaths here. As you exhale, imagine all the negative, tendencies in the body, tendencies in the mind, just releasing all those tendencies that we hold on to that no longer serve us, so that we can transform into the beautiful joy, contentment, and love that we are. One more breath. And as you exhale, lower the hands, release the hands, and relax. So yeah, this Kali is a god that is, the statue has no head. So you think, oh my gosh. But because it's about transformation, it's, getting rid of the mind. Like, just let the mind go away and start fresh. Yeah. So that's the depiction of what it means. All right. So we can let's just tap, tap, tap our legs. Tap, tap, tap your arms. Good. And we will make our way up to our standing postures. If you'd like, you can feel free to always remain in your chair. Slide your heels back. Again, not quite as far back as we did, one at a time. Yeah, we're gonna come forward, keeping the head above the shoulders. Yes, good. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And on an inhale breath, press into your heels and lift your chin up towards the sky and come to a nice relaxed stance. Good. Coming to the back of your chair here. Good. So let's just arrive here. Let's do some shaking. Yeah. Moving the body. You come to a stand now. So slowly get the blood flowing back into your body. Good. Again, as a reminder, during the course of your day, if you sit for a long period of time, if you can, like every 30 minutes, just get up and do this just for a bit. Do a couple deep breaths. Yeah. And then go on with your where you're going next. Yeah. Or sit back down. Yeah. All right. So coming to nice long tall body, bringing your legs a little bit wider apart, softening your knees. Good. And inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Ah. 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 Pause, and now do a couple breathing the opposite side. 100%. I know we do this almost every class, but really notice. Notice where you're twisting. Notice how loud you're letting it out. That side, that and one more. And release. Yeah, because if we don't release our emotions, we don't sit with them, notice them, acknowledge them, and then let them go, we'll continue to hold them. And then all sorts of things manifest in our body, in our minds, in our, anxiety and all of that. We just really need to release somehow. If you want to hit a pillow, if you want to scream with your windows in your car rolled up, scream as loud as you can. Those are ways for us to get. And as we get older and we get a little bit slower, right? Because when we're younger, we do that through running and, activity and all of it, climbing a mountain. But as we get older, we need to have those releases. So you can do them easy. You can do them just loud and, feel it. Just feel it. Good. All right. So we're going to come into a little, so the third, so eyesight is one, right? Balance reactions. Ears second, and joint sensation. So how our body is feeling, right? What we're feeling in our joints is the third balance reaction, that we rely on, to keep us upright. So we're going to come into our mountain pose. Good. We're going to bring our hands into prayer position. Good. And we're just going to do some nice, easy sun salutation here. Yeah. So we're going to inhale and going to step out to the right and just bring your arms up, nice and comfortable. Good. Exhale, send your hips back and just gently bow your body forward. And you can reach your arms back, nice and slow. And then on an inhale breath, step everything back together and exhale, hands to heart. Good. And inhale, step out to the other side and exhale, bow forward. And inhale, come back together and exhale. So some of us might be stepping out wider. Some of us might be stepping out less. Yeah, just see how it feels in your body, in your joints, in your legs. Yeah. Inhale back together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale out. Exhale, bow. Inhale, step together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. And relax. All right. Bringing our legs a little bit wider apart. Hands on our hips now. Soften the knees. Good. Actually, let's keep the knees almost straight, but not locked back. And now we're just going to glide the hips side to side. Just rocking those hip joints side to side. Good. And now come back to center. Good. And now relax your arms. If it's available to you, now bring your toes out to an angle. Yeah. As wide as you feel comfortable. You want to feel grounded. Good. We're going to come into goddess pose. So what we don't do is drop our hips straight down, but we want to be really mindful of our knees when we do that. Yeah. So you can scoot your heels in slightly. Yeah. And then bring your hands onto your inner thighs. Good. Just a nice tall spine. So we're not leaning forward here. And then you're just going to sink your hips straight down. It could be just an inch or two, could be more, but guiding those thighs gently back because we want the knees ideally to stay right above the heels. Yeah, it might be a little bit in, but for the most part. Then you're going to tuck your tailbone down. Good. All right, if you need to hold on to your chair, you can. If it's available to you to bring your arms up into a cactus pose, you have to redo that one. Yeah, good. Lift your heart. And anything that doesn't feel good, if your arms up too high, just lower them down. Yeah. So heart's lifted. You're either holding onto a chair or both arms are up and you're breathing. And just try to relax with each exhale breath. Long, slow, deep breaths here. Good. Glute muscles are engaged. Yeah. Good. Smile on the face. Into our goddess pose. Strong goddesses. Yeah. And gods. Good. And now if you want to take this just a little bit further, see if you can lift your right heel up and release it down. And your left heel up and release it down. And again, you're right. You can drop your arms at any time to take a break if you need. And your left heel. And now if you're feeling very, very balanced, or just making the intention to lift both heels up. A little balance on the ball of your foot. And there's a little wobble going on. And this is really engaging some deep core muscles here. Yeah. And then release your heels. Relax your arms down. Press down into your feet. Slowly straighten your knees. Good. And then bring your right toes forward and your left toes forward. And either heel, toe, or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right. So relax your shoulders. Shake out your arms. Good. Yeah. All right. And it might feel nice on our shoulders to glide your hands back. Interlace your hands behind your hips. And then bring your pointer fingers down. So again, find that Kali Mudra. Yeah, so point your fingers down. Good. Lift the heart slightly. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling as you exhale, just imagine again, letting go of more stuff that you're holding so that you can be ready. Our earth is in a major transformation right now. So much going on. And again, we need to cleanse it. It needs to cleanse before we can get back to what are, what are our values, right? Love, taking care of each other. Everybody has enough. That's where we're going. That's where this energy is going. But in the meantime, we're in the soup. So try to just take care of yourself, to let go of all your stuff that you're holding, and know something big out there is taking care of each and every one of us. Yeah. And relax, come back to center. Good. Shake out the legs. Good. And now you may need your chair here for a little bit of balance. See, always balancing. Yeah, here. So we're just going to rock from your toes to your heels. And toes to heels. Just a nice back and forth with your feet. Good. Massaging your feet. Good. And relax and shake it out again. Good. All right, coming into just a gentle forward fold here. Good. All right, so take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. On an inhale breath, reach your arms forward and up. Lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, send your hips back. Slowly start to drop your hands. and bring them onto your thighs. Yeah. Or you can bring them onto your hips. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Send your hips back a little bit more. Now we're looking at the floor. And as you exhale next time, if it's comfortable for you to just let your head drop, yeah, it's also good. Just making sure that that doesn't make you dizzy. And breathe. All right. One more breath. And now slowly lift the head back up. Slowly start to walk, just halfway though. Slowly start to, you're still looking down. Slowly start to walk your hands up your legs. And once your body slowly and fully comes back up, lift your head. Good. Roll out your shoulders. Shake it out. Good. All right. And here it might feel nice too. So we're going to come into actually making sure that you have some space on either side. So again, this joint sensation, this is really good for the whole lower body, our legs, our thighs, our hamstrings, and just feeling, we're going to just take little lunges side to side, very nice and controlled, right? And that helps that joint sensation, that creation of the joint sensation from our body to our brain. Yeah, so we'll just stand behind your chair here. And you're just going to step out to the right, send your hips back. I like to have my hands just in fists in front of my chest, and then gently push off with your right foot and come back to center. Good. And we'll do that again. Step out to the right, hips back, and push off. Yeah. So you can take this wider, you can take it narrower, push back. There should be no discomfort in your joints. Yeah. This is just strengthening. Out, hips back, push off. And one more out, hips back, and push off. Good. Release. Roll out the shoulders. All right, up to the other side here now. So step out, hips back, push off. Step out, hips back, push back to center. Out, back, push back to center, and out, and back, and push back to center. Good. And release. Nice job. All right, roll it out. Okay, we're going to come to a downward facing dog here. Stretch our whole back body. So, bringing your hands onto your chair, the back of your chair. Make sure you have some space behind you to step back. Good. And if you have a different version of down dog, you can do it on the seat of your chair, on a wall. You just take your pick today. Yeah, and every day. Step back, step back, step back. We're just trying to find a nice long stretch for our whole back body. So again, feet about hip distance apart. Go as far back as is comfortable on your body. And then stretch your hips back as you reach your fingers forward. Rest your head between your hands and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Good. Just enjoy this stretch. Feel free to straighten one knee and rebend it. Straighten the other, rebend. Or even straighten both knees. Stretch your hips back. You decide. And breathe. 2. And breathe. 1. And then looking forward and slowly making your way back to your chair. Yeah, one step at a time. Good. And release and relax the back. Yeah, good. You can keep your chair in. All right. Another little sort of balance stretch thing here. It's kind of like you may need your chair to hold on to. As a matter of fact, have it handy, yes, so that you can hold at least one hand onto it. Good. So again, taking the eyes out of the mix, we're going to practice our balance. Yeah. And so just to start with, find your mountain pose. shoulders back and down, nice posture. And you can float your eyes closed. Good. Relax the body. And just notice you might feel a little bit of swaying in the body. But the brain's just trying to figure out, okay, when I don't have the eyes here, I need to be on task. I need to keep this body upright. I know what it feels like now. I got it. And then gently opening the eyes. And now we're gonna take it to bringing your feet together, right? So our bottom hips, they're not stacked, right? The feet are in a little bit. Yeah, so you can start off with holding onto your chair and see how this feels. And then either start to look through your eyelashes, so soften your gaze about halfway, or maybe even close your eyes and breathe. And notice any difference here. Maybe the wobbles are a little bit more, right? A little bit bigger. Because now, again, the brain's figuring this out, putting it into its hard drive. Good. Such good practice. And then opening the eyes. Good. And now finally, we're going to go on a railroad track. So you can bring one foot in front of the other. It doesn't matter which for you. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for this? Make sure that you have something to hold on to. Yeah. And again, you can start with eyes closed. So one foot's in front of the other. Good. See how that feels while you're holding on. And if you're feeling just a little wobbly or pretty steady, you can experiment with letting the fingers go. Yeah. And balancing. You can always have that chair handy to hold back onto. It's such good work for our brain. Yes. You've got this. Tell yourself, tell your brain, I've got it, I've got it. My body is engaging. My muscles are engaging. I'm not going to fall here. I know what you're doing. And then bring your hand back to your chair. If you left it, open the eyes. Isn't that a great balance challenge? So practice that. Just all those little things to keep the body and that brain connection faster. Yeah. Okay, one more stretch here before we make our way back to our chairs. Yeah, so again, find your nice mountain pose. Palms are forward, shoulders back and down, kneecaps lift, tailbone tucks, chin back just slightly, not all the way back. Good. And then we're going to glide your hands back. We're going to grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. Good. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your head over to it'll be your left. Yeah. And breathe. So right hand's clasping the left wrist. Good. And you're breathing. And now with that right hand, open and close the hand in a fist. Open and close. Open and close. I might not be mirroring you here. Yeah. Good. And relax and start to drag your right arm down slightly as you pull it down on with your left hand onto that wrist and bring that body, the head back up and release. Swap out your hands, shake them out. Good. And then glide your hands back again. Now grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Take a breath in. Good. As you exhale, drop your head over to the left or the other side. Opposite the arm that you're pulling down is where your head goes. And breathe. Yeah. And now open and close that left hand that you're holding onto, that you're dragging down. Open and close it back there. Good. And relax and start to drag that left arm down as you slowly bring your head back up. Good. And release it out. And shake out the hands. Again, flop them around. Good. Wiggle out the body. Good. All right. And let's make our way back to our knees. Yes. So sitting down nice and mindfully, however you prefer to sit. Yes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, again, feet about hip distance apart. Just notice your body before you sit down and if you're in good alignment. Yeah. And then start with your hips, sending your hips back. Good. You can pause in between. You can grab the front of your chair and try to land your hips as gracefully as possible and not plopping. Do a little plop game with my grandson, but that's not for us. Good. I have an itchy ear. Okay, so we arrive in our chair, come forward in your seat. Yeah, take a nice big breath in and let it go. Good. All right, take another breath in. As we exhale, hinge forward here. Yeah, good. And then clasp behind your right knee. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly come back up and then hug that thigh into your belly. Good. Shoulders are back and down. Good. And circle your ankles here in one direction, other direction. And then keeping all those little ligaments and tendons, if you misstep and you turn your ankle, if the tendons are really tight, there's more of a chance to get a little bit more damage. Yeah, and then just come into your hip opener pose here. So either up here, leg on top of the right leg on top of the left, or cross at your ankles, or outside of the shoe on top of that lower shoe. Yeah, good. And then let's bring our hands up so we're not gripping. Yeah, let's see if we can get a nice tall spine. And if this is too uncomfortable for you, cross somewhere down below. Yeah, good. Take a nice big breath in. Again, lift the chin up slightly. Exhale, press slowly forward. Let's massage back into this pose. Inhale, come back up. Exhale again, hinge forward. Keep that moving the chest forward. That helps us to keep a straight spine. And back up. Good. And then exhale all the way forward. And then let your head relax down. Feel free to engage and lift those right toes up if you're crossed up top. And breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breaths. Close your eyes. Come inside. Feel each exhale breath. See if you can soften something. Your belly, your shoulders, your fingers. Yeah, just letting the breath, the exhale breath and the gravity just let you melt a little deeper into this opening. Again, the storage unit for all of our emotions in our hips. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly press down into your standing foot. Slowly bring the body back up. Good. Take a breath in here. Exhale. If you can cross comfortably, cross at your legs or cross at your ankles. Yes, here. Good. All right. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. We're going to come into a twist. So relax the arms down. Okay. So we're going to take our right hand and bring it onto our low back. And we're going to take our left hand and we're going to bring it onto our right shoulder. Good. We're going to take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, start to turn at your waist. So you're pressing gently into your low back as some support. And you're turning over to the right. And breathing. So this is getting into our lymph system a little bit, little support for the twist. And not over twisting, just take this to where it feels good on your body. And one more breath here. As you exhale, relax, slowly bring the head back forward. Slowly release one hand, slowly take out the other hand. Good. And then gently help to uncross. Find your nice tall spine. Wiggle out any, just really little wiggles to just melt out any tension in your body. So take a breath in, exhale, come forward, clasp behind this right knee now, left knee, your left. Yeah. Inhale, slowly hug that in your into your belly, and do a little love for this ankle, and reverse. And then decide on this side what feels better. I don't know if you're, both of our hips are always different. So just take care of yourself on this side. Yeah, this one definitely tighter. And then release your hands, right? Yeah. Take a breath in, lift. As you exhale, start to press your chest forward. Good. Inhale up. Try to find relaxation, relaxing your muscles. I know in this pretty significant stretch here. I'm dropping down here on this side. Yeah. And then the next time you come forward, pause. You can drop your head. Good. And just begin to breathe. Eyes closed. Notice what you can relax here. Notice if you can relax your belly, maybe your shoulders. Yeah, maybe your jaw. One more breath. On an inhale breath, slowly come back up. Good. And then either cross your legs over or cross at your ankles. Good. All right. And now we're going to take our left hand behind just lay it, your back of your hand onto your sacrum, and take your right hand onto your left shoulder. Good. And let's take a nice breath in, get a nice tall spine. As you exhale, slowly turn over to the other side. Turn your head to the left. Then breathe. Good. Softening as you exhale. One more breath. And then relax, slowly bring your body back forward. Slowly bring your hands back forward. Help that leg up and off. Good. And relax. All right. Let's bring our hands to the back of our neck. Close your eyes and just begin to massage your neck. Maybe the top of your shoulders. Maybe bring a smile to your face. Good. And let us relax the hands back down and get ready for Shavasana. Yeah. So if you're seated Shavasana, sit back into your chair. If you're laying down, feel free to lay down. Take a couple of seconds to get yourself nice and comfortable. You want your back to feel supported. Yes. And then hands up on your lap. And float your eyes closed. Good. Let's take a breath in. Pause a little more. And then let it go through the mouth. Breath in. A little bit more. And let go. And do about 2 more at your own pace. And on the next exhale breath, simply relax your breath now. Relax your body. And bring a gentle smile to your face. Relax your shoulders. So mindfully relaxing now. Arms relax. Hands and fingers. chest, and belly. Thighs and hamstrings. Lower legs. Feet and toes. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Listening to the quiet. The quiet of the mind. Quiet of the body. The quiet of the breath. Notice thoughts, if any, and just let them come. Do not try to resist your thoughts. Take a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let go of all of your efforts. Simply relaxing. And notice how you feel. And feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. And should you choose to slowly come back now into this space and time, take a deep breath in and let it go. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers, move the body. And then bringing yourself back to stillness, floating your hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. And take a nice big deep breath in, a little bit more, and let it go. As you bow your forehead to your fingertips. We'll close practice today with this. There are moments when your body, mind, and breath are all in harmony. You are in the present moment. This is yoga. When you're feeling ready and complete, you may gently begin to flutter the eyes open slowly, slowly. As you lift your head, and I thank you all for coming and taking beautiful care of yourself on this lovely day. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.